Hey guys, it's Clary Berry, and I have been trying to do this video too for a long time because I know a lot of people are going through it, something I've gone through personally, and that is dealing with an unsupportive family. And so with my experience, I'm on my own. So it's kind of like I have a choice of whatever I want to feed my kids, but like I have definitely had some people showing concern and saying things within the family. And that would be like the kid's dad, even though he doesn't even pay any money in child support, he thinks he's going to tell me how to feed my kids. And, he was just trying to be like, oh, well, they need, blah. I'm like, okay, when you start paying child support, maybe you can, anyway, besides the subject here. But I had him, his dad, the chiropractor, and my mom have all expressed concern. The chiropractor probably being one of the most steady forms of criticism, and he asked the most questions. He would bring things up. He would come and talk to me about eggs, and I would be like, oh, really? And then I would actually go and do more research into it. And so I would feel more confident, and I would end up talking to him again at the next sporting event or whatever we were doing. And he actually has come so far to have borrowed my 80-10-10 book, won't give it back. He's not full vegan or anything because his wife still feeds him a lot of meat and stuff, but he's definitely given up a lot of old habits that he had and trying to cut down on everything, and really is a proponent of it and trying to spread it to all his health-minded friends. So I thought that was really good. And it took a long time. It took a lot of research. It took me, I wanted to go ahead and do the research because, first of all, I wanted to be sure that what I was doing was the right thing. This guy's a chiropractor. He's very knowledgeable. In fact, he's taught me so much throughout my life on, health and diet and things like this that it's like, if he's against me, how could I be right? So I just had to keep doing my research, and it worked. So that's my first piece of advice right there, is just to, when somebody comes to you with something, don't just brush it off. Don't just get mad and say, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Really take them seriously, because you want to show them that you care enough to care about their concern. You know what I mean? They care about you, and that's why they're saying this to you. I know it gets frustrating because you have the truth, and you do, but they don't know that, and they do just want what's best for you. So, in your kids, in my case. So I had to be really careful. And, there's one time I was undercarbed and he said the wrong thing. I took it offensively, and, I kind of snapped at him, and I felt bad, but I apologized. And the important thing was to just keep the info flowing. He would come to me with something. I would either, sometimes I would just be like, here, read this, print him off a piece of paper. Sometimes I would try to have his wife send him something on the internet, or, we would just have a conversation about it. You have to put yourself out there. You have to meet them where they're at, and you have to find out that information that they need to know, because you're smart enough that you figured out this diet was the best. And a lot of times, these are facts are what we need to really convert people. And it's not going to be just some emotional about the animals thing. It's going to be real hard facts. And so do your research about specifically whatever they're talking about. You know what I mean? Find out if you don't know what their concerns are, if they're just saying, oh, I don't like it, or you can't do it, or it's not, find out what their specific concerns are, and even ask them to list them out for you. And then you can address them, and you can really start to make them think. Because most people, when they hear it, they're like, oh, you're just eating fruit, you're not going to get protein, you're not going to get fat. And it's like, all you have to do a lot of times is show them, go to Cronometer, or just look up the nutrients in your food and show them, yes, bananas have fat. I can eat 7 bananas and get 7 grams of protein. Like, wow. So people just need, knowledge is power. People just need to know things, and it's up to us. We're the frontier here on this. So, and the other thing, like I mentioned, Cronometer, you definitely want to use that. If anybody challenges me, like the last time my mom challenged me, she's like, well, she talked about protein, I believe. And, I just turned it straight around on her. And I said, Mom, you're doing how many calories? We figured it out on her Weight Watchers and Tops. It's about 1,500 calories per day And then like if you average out her cheat points or whatever for the end of the week that she gets, if you factor those in on a daily basis, it's 1,800 calories a day. So I was like, well, Mom, if you're aiming for this much protein on only 1,800 calories, I'm like, what about your fiber? Do you think you're getting enough? I don't think you're getting enough fiber. And do you know that, you can look up some facts about fiber. I don't have anything off the top of my head, but I know that more people are deficient in fiber, and lack of fiber actually causes cancer and a lot of other problems. Lack of protein, virtually nobody has lack of protein in this country, especially if unless they're like anorexic or something like that. If you're eating enough quantity of food, you're going to get enough protein, even if you're only eating like 1,800 calories, especially in a standard American diet. So you're able to then challenge someone and say, hey, why don't you worry about yourself? You're the one taking, all these drugs, and you're worried about me. Last time I checked, most people in this country are dying of heart disease and cancer and stroke, all of which are helped by a vegan diet, and all of which are not caused by lack of protein. So challenge them to calculate their calories, track their food. You can even do it for them if it's going to be too busy or too much time. Just say, tell me what you're eating every day. Tell me what you ate every day for the past, this, or however you want to do it. Challenge them. Say, I bet you $15, or I bet you that you have to watch Earthlings or Vegucated or Forks Over Knives. I bet you that I can get more nutrients in my diet than you can. I bet that I have a better profile, and then you can go through, and that way having them not only see their problems in their food, too much fat, too much protein, not enough fiber, not enough vitamin C, blah, 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 the list goes on. They can see their problems and worry more about themselves. And then they can also look at your side of it and say, wow, you're getting so many nutrients and you're still staying low fat, but wow, you are still eating fat, and wow, you are still eating protein. You're eating more protein than you need. This is great. I had no idea. That is what should be people's, you can't lie with nutrition. You can't lie with the numbers. So challenge people. And a lot of times, especially if things are getting heated and you bring that up, and it's really gonna, you're not gonna get them when they're all huffy puffy. It's gonna be gradual, and that's a good thing, because they'll start to see as they track their own calories. Whoa, maybe I'm not doing so good, or start to worry and things like that. So that is my number one advice. Challenge people to Cronometer wars. And just keep doing your research. Keep a good attitude and really get into their specific concerns. Show them that you care. Show them that you're an adult, that you're taking them seriously, and you will be able to find good info. Use 30BAD if you have any questions. Go to 30bananasaday.com. Look up in this search engine on the side for whatever you need to know. If it's not already there, post a new question. People there are very helpful. You can learn anything. You can ask about symptoms. You can ask about nutritional. It's all there. Very on the ball, people. And like I said, just stay positive and focus on what exactly, don't take it personally, and just stay true and let them know that this isn't some fad, that it does work. And then whenever you have results, whenever you have a lot of energy, whenever you feel great, look great, all of it, there's no arguing with that either. So just, if you have to barter, buy some time, say, let me try it until you see symptoms that, if your skin starts flaking a lot, then you're going to know you have like a vitamin B12 deficiency. If you get really tired, or if it's not, things like that, then, you can try it until 6 months, or for 3 months, and then talk, if your mom's so concerned, have her get you a blood test, go to the doctor. But there should be no reason why you shouldn't be able to try something at least for a month or 2 months and see how you feel and see what the results are. And again, by then you're going to be having so much energy, feeling and looking so great that nobody's going to be able to argue with it. So leave your tips and comments below for your experiences with dealing with people who, are unsupportive of your diet. Let me know what you guys do, what you say, and what your tips are, and so that we can all keep helping these people, because, you know, the people that are most opposed to it are the people who need it the most and who need to learn about it the most. So take care, eat your fruit, and have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you later.